Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. Another day, another dollar, another time to jump and holla. Oh my gosh, let's get down to the low down dirt of love during lockup. Let's start off with Andy, just like this show did. Andy is still reeling. He's the ex cop. He's still reeling from being exposed as an absentee dad. So Britt even told him to skip the visit. However, she has to change that thought because her daughter was signed on to visit with Andy. So they're supposed to go together on this prison docket. So she tells Andy to drag his butt on over with her daughter. Now Andy is mad that he has to escort Britt's daughter to the visit. I guess he wanted to cop a feel, but he says he's happy to take any visit to see Britt. But we'll see how this plays out. We know that allegedly, as I keep saying, Andy is married allegedly, and he and Britt don't work out. They don't work out. So, moving on to Renika and Asanta. Now, it's day whatever. It's day whatever, and Renika's family hasn't snatched that green monster off her head. Woo! And Renika hasn't changed her mind about moving to live with Asanta either. So, she's down. She is committed to the green wig and to moving to Atlanta. In the meantime, loves, Renika's daughters, one in particular by the name of Ricky, y'all, has her itty bitties out as they prepare to go to Atlanta. Now, neither daughter is too excited. Let's hope Asana doesn't get too excited at night around these girls because Renika isn't thinking at all. I mean, come on now. I mean, the girls don't want him around, but they want to, be relaxed at home. Her mother says, now this is Renika's mom says that Asana has been in prison for 4 years and Renika has been with him for 13 months. So Big Bird, that's Renika's mom, she knows that Asanta has plenty of women holding him down before Renika, during Renika, and after Renika. And apparently, I heard that they ain't together anymore. I heard somebody twerp to me that they're not together anymore. So Renika and Asanta aren't together either. So I said, so I hear, allegedly. Moving on to Savannah and Jake. Savannah and Jake. Now, Savannah sees an attorney, and it was revealed that the governor shut down reducing his sentence. And she's asking this attorney, is it a good idea if perhaps he's married to that present like he has a stable home to go to and a wife? And the lawyer specifically said that might, not will, might help. But anyway, that's all Savannah needed. She is running with that little mustard seed of hope. And she presents that thought to Jake, and he shuts down the marriage plans. He shut it down with a quickness. So with this, I just want to know, when will these pick-me's understand that these men don't want them? They need them for commissary, and in this case, legal help. And perhaps, I'm hearing people thinking that Jake is probably married, and that's why he shuts down this marriage talk. But anyway, he has 35-year sentence, and I think it's time for Savannah to move on. It's time to move on because what if you can't get the sentence reduced or get him out of jail? All right, moving on to Jade and Chris. Now, Jade flies in for a visit and learns that Chris' mom isn't thinking about her. She doesn't even come to the prison, even though she knew Jade was coming into town. And Jade laments that, you know what, I even gave her a Christmas gift and she gave it back to me and told me she didn't like it. If that didn't tell you something, Jade, then I don't know. You're kind of dense then. And Chris's niece was there at the visit, and she said that the mom is probably like that because all of his other girls Chris dated were kind of gold diggers, and Chris even said it himself. And the niece asked her if she works, and Jade said she didn't. So the whole scene was reading to me that the family thinks that Jade is a gold digger and needs to work. And I'm like, you know what? It just baffles my mind how these families want so much for these convicts in these prisons. Okay, just saying. Moving on, Letitia and Keith. Now, Letitia visits Keith. Well, she doesn't visit him. Let me fix that. She rings him up and tells him about her attorney visit. She tells him that he can't work at the company, but that goes over okay. Since I guess Keith wasn't planning on clocking in any hours there. He ain't trying to work. This man's been institutionalized. Come on now. But when she talks about the post nut, Keith woke up. He woke up, my loves. He wasn't feeling this post nut. Matter of fact, he got downright upset about it. Obviously, Keith thinks he should have some money, but we all know better. We all know the house is she's been evicted from the home and everything else. So there you have the low down dirt loves. There you have it. There you have it. Now I like to think about who's winning in all this scenario because I don't know. Is anybody winning in this game? Let's look at Andy and Brett. I can't really say. I guess Andy's winning. I guess he's gonna get that visit he wanted. So that's one for the non-cons. Renika and Asanta. Renika thinks she's moving down to Atlanta and gonna win, but then her friends say, "Look, there's some woman on here on his Instagram," and I'm like, "Renika, didn't you do your research on this man?" So Asanta's winning, Renika's losing. So 1-1, non-con. So we're tied. Savannah and Jake. Savannah and Jake. I will say, oh my God, this is so sad. Jake has 35 years. Savannah's out here on this false hope, thinking she can get this man. And I think in this instance, Jake is winning. Jake is winning. He's not spinning his wheels. Savannah's out here with this false hope. So I would say Jake is winning for the non-cons because he at least got someone working on his behalf on the off chance that he can get out of prison. So we're looking at a 2-1 for the cons. Cons up by 1 point. Jade and Chris. Jade is spending that money of Chris. Jade is pretending like she's the good daughter-in-law and the family member of the of Chris's, and but they're not really thinking about her. They're not studying her. So I would say that. But you know what, Cheryl, she's just playing the role, and I think she doesn't really care. So Jade is winning for the non-con. So where the score is 1-1-1-1. We're at a tie. We're officially at a tie. Now it comes to Letitia and Keith. Now Letitia talks about this prenup. Keith blows a gasket, and he doesn't know Letitia doesn't have any money. Mm-mm. So I think Letitia is winning. Letitia's winning. Yeah, she's winning. She's winning on this instance. So I'm going to give it to the non-cons. She's got Keith all hot and bothered and not in a good way. And because he thinks she's got something. And she's reeling in this man with being catfishing him by being like a sugar mama. All right. So I think this week the non-cons win, my love. They win. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Drop a line below. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hit that notification bell, my loves. Hit it, and subscribe, as well as drop a line below and share and care if you dare, my loves. And I'll catch you all out on the flip side.